What's up, YouTube? Just wanted to go to another book to add to your inventory here. One thing that you're going to come across, I think, a lot of the times when you want to gamify, whether it's an individual lesson or a unit or the entire year, is you might have an admin team or fellow teachers who think that the idea is a little bit, not going to work or gimmicky or something like that. I'm super blessed in the fact that I have an extremely supportive admin team and even district. I've had my superintendent and board of trustees in my class, and they all support and love the idea of gamification in the classroom. But if you come to a little bit of resistance, I think kind of the next book, aside from the multiplayer classroom, which I alluded to in an earlier video, has got to be this book here, The Game Believes in You by Greg Topo. Greg Topo, or Topo, I'm not sure how to say his last name actually, is the K-12 national education writer for USA Today. I had the fortune, or I was fortunate enough, I should say, of actually doing a little bit of a Skype interview with him. And the guy's super knowledgeable. And what this book is about, essentially, is taking the idea of games and how they motivate and engage. And he actually backs it up with a lot of research and interviews of people who've been successful in the gaming industry and how these things can be applied to education and how we should actually re-look at the way we teach or the way that we present education to kids. Because of a lot of factual information and a lot of relevant and I would say modern in terms of its research that went into this book, it provided a lot of good details and I could say I always refer to it as my shield if I ever run into some resistance from people who are like, oh, I don't think gamification would work, or it might be gimmicky or too fluffy for kids, you're not getting to the core academics. And I would say that this book here really did provide a lot of good support. And I really like how it says how digital play can make our kids smarter. Now, I use elements of digital design for games. I don't actually have a digital component to my gamification. I'm more of a believer of the hands-on and tactile, like giving kids things to hold in their hands, and they have to, give up if they're little minor punishments or things that they get to collect physically as reward. So while it might not be the digital thing that's alluded to a lot in this book, I would say that the principles and the designs and the connections and the material that he presents in this book gave me, again, a lot of defense that I could use to justify why I do what I do, and two, it gave me an even better support base in terms of people that I could find or look up online or successful ideas or implementations, and again, that kind of new and relevant research to show that using a game design model in class would work extremely well. So if you're looking for a little bit of support, second book I recommend has got to be The Game Believes in You by Greg Topo. You can follow him on Twitter if you'd like at GTOPPO. And again, he tweets a lot about this, and he also has a Twitter for his book where he talks about where he is speaking about it. I know he's spoken at a variety of universities across the United States, and I believe that is called at Game Believes. All right, until next time, definitely a book to check out.